component of our work in the Civil Rights Division, but I agree with you, Senator. It's an issue that warrants closer attention.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hirono.
Thank you, Senator Whitehouse, for letting me go ahead of you. Appreciate it very much. General Clarke, thank you very much for being here and for providing all of the statistical information that's an addendum to your testimony. I appreciate all of that updated information, and I thank the Department of Justice for making hate crime prevention and prosecution a top priority. As you note in your testimony, though, the hate crimes, much less hate incidents, are vastly underrepresented, and it is astounding to know that more than 12,000 law enforcement agencies reported 0 hate crimes. I think that is totally unbelievable. The vast majority of these agencies, well over 80% of the are what can I say? You know, so the underreporting is something that I know you are addressing through, for example, the grants that Senator Blumenthal asked you about. Is there a way to incentivize through your grants of the agencies to pay attention to the underreporting of hate crimes and to do something about it, such as giving these agencies an advantage when applying for grant funding if they make the reporting, at least, of hate crimes a priority?
Thank you, Senator Hirono. Working with local and state law enforcement to make improvements in capturing and collecting data is an important priority for the department, and it's through grant making, it's through outreach, training, the issuance of guidance. The department is instituting a multifaceted strategy to help improve data collection.
So you are using the grant-making process as one of the ways that you're going to encourage these agencies to pay attention.
That is
to the need for-
that is one of the methods, Senator.
Good. I'm glad you noted that they use the word hate incidents during parts of your responses. And there is a specific reason why I personally insisted that the COVID-19 hate crimes legislation included not just the crimes, but the incidents. So much less of, that it's hard enough, I should say, that we are facing the total underreporting of hate crimes, but you can imagine that incidents are basically very, very underreported. And so we know that these kinds of incidents, for example, harassing someone who is at a Starbucks, telling her to go back where she came from, where the manager and the other people there do absolutely nothing. That we know these incidents are occurring by the hundreds and hundreds of thousands. So it occurs to me, as I brought out the last time you were before us, the bystander training issue. Is that an appropriate area of focus for the Department of Justice to enable companies, for example, to provide bystander training, not to endanger their own safety, but to sometimes as simple as simply intervening in whatever is occurring? For example, the young lady I talked about at Starbucks, if someone were to just go to her and say, well, can you come and sit with me, or just something like that. So I am wondering whether the numbers of incidents that are occurring in this area is an area where the DOJ could provide some further guidance, especially to companies.
I agree, Senator. This is an area that requires more focus, empowering bystanders to not stand silent as people are victimizing, when and where appropriate, can be a powerful form of intervention. I think this is particularly true when you think about young people, for example. We want to ensure that all young people are in safe learning environments. And empowering a peer to stand up to protect a victim who might be victimized could be an important and powerful intervention.
So has the DOJ developed some kind of a program or an awareness area with regard to hate incidents?
Thank you, Senator. I don't know the answer to that question. There is an appendix attached to my testimony that talks about some of the grant making and outreach work carried out by our Office of Justice Programs. We also have the Community Relations Service. They are the department's peacekeepers and work to get on the ground in communities where hate incidents may be unfolding, get on the ground where there may be tensions that are arising. And so some of the sister components within the department may very well be engaged in this important work.
Can you provide us more information as to those kinds of efforts? Because I think the massive number of incidents that are going on in our country need to be addressed in some sort of a systemic way. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, happy to take the question back, Senator.
Thanks, Senator Hirono. Senator Whitehouse.
Thanks very much. Ms. Clarke, I'm delighted to see you here. Thank you so much for your